What up, everybody? This is your boy Jeezy with the Opinionated Podcast, coming back at you once again. And I got my co-host Jay Clown with me, and we got a special guest today from the Grill Podcast. We got the big homie Marley.
I'm back.
What's up, man?
Man, what's up?
Hey,
It's been a while.
Man, I know it's been a while. Your ass was late.
I mean, come on, man.
We been here for a while.
Do you see the color of my skin, fam?
Exactly.
Okay, so you know what's going on.
I know exactly what's going on.
We was brought up like this.
Yeah. I ain't no punctual nigga like that.
Right.
Look, yeah, I was here. It was the first day for me, so I said, let me be on time. And
So
shit. Make a good
it was
impression.
one of them things.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Man, dark skins and light skins, boy. Man, but we got our little drink, so we gonna for sure make the podcast lit for everybody. But those who don't know about the Opinionated Podcast, what we do, we like to be with the viewers, the listeners. So what we do, we have our listeners send in questions to us, and we basically just give us our opinionate about the question and what's going on in the world and the crazy stuff that's going on in the world. Man, y'all hear about Quavo and Sweetie? Man, so you mean tell me? What you say? I can't be with nobody unless they make less than, don't make more than 8 figures. Well, first,
I don't even.
Hey, that shit just makes you mad. Just to hear,
It do.
You know?
It do. But at the very same time, it's very, very realistic. Yeah. Right, in the sense, because there's no way that you and I.
She's not even that fun.
I'm not sure about that.
It's the crown.
But there's no way that you that or myself for that matter. I couldn't imagine being with somebody that made, $10,000-$15,000 a year. I mean, yeah, I guess only to a certain extent, right? Like if you're doing everything in the house, then it kind of makes sense. But you have to understand, like with them, it's literally different levels, right? So they they are used to dealing with people that have millions of dollars.
Yeah, no doubt.
They're used to dealing with people that and I'm not saying that it's right, because even when I heard it initially it did, it pissed me off. It made me feel a type of way. But the more you sit back and you think about it, like, and you put yourself in that particular position, not necessarily saying that you made necessarily millions of dollars, but even just right now in a realistic position, I couldn't imagine being with somebody that don't really contribute financially to anything. Now, if that's somebody that you grew up with, if that's somebody that you started from the bottom with, you got it out the mud, whoop, okay, then that's something completely different, right? But if it's somebody like you done came up, you done blew up, and then you find yourself single, and then you're out here looking for love, and they don't got nothing financially to bring to the table, I get it. Not saying that it's right, but I mean, I understand the mentality.
Yeah, I mean, that you put it beautifully. Like, but there's two different things. There's two different ways to look at that, though.
Right.
Like, you mentioned love.
Right.
And if you're a millionaire and you out looking for love, but the female ain't
right
necessarily,
right.
like you said, got the money that
right.
that ain't love then.
Right.
Times have changed. Like back in the day, people used to get married for love and all that.
Right.
But now, when you get in a relationship, that shit is a business deal.
Facts. Hey, that's a good way of putting it, and that's really what it is.
Yeah, it's really what it is, and that makes sense. Like I was pissed off when I heard about that. Like, damn, what the fuck you mean you ain't gonna date? But then with what you just said, she's been dealing with them type of dude. Mm-hmm. So why go back to a motherfucker that's struggling?
You want to know what's crazy is a lot of people. Another thing that a lot of people don't even know about Sweetie is she literally grew up around money. Yeah. Her mama was in Nelly video, Ride With Me,
Tip
I
drill?
want to say. No.
I say let's see some of the video.
That's an infamous video. When we say Nelly in video, that's the first thing that come to mind. No, she wasn't in Tip Drill. She was in Ride With Me.
Okay.
And she was like, she was just like one of the models in there. And then I think her auntie got money, her granddaddy got money, so she's literally been in money all of her life. So, whenever it comes to a person like that's what they're used to, then that's the only thing that they know. And, for the most part, then, it makes sense why she has a perspective that she has.
Yeah, and she's off the hook. You know what I mean? If they don't last, shit, Quavo gonna move on. You know what I'm saying?
He been moving on while they was together.
Come on.
Hey, the Migos keep it popping, man. They keep it popping.
Ain't nothing new.
Yeah.
According to sources.
According to sources.
Cite your sources.
Yeah, I don't know them brothers. Just going off what I hear.
I'm just gonna leave it at that.
That's it.
Leave it at that.
That's it.
Shade room. So we got so if she make more than you, are you intimidated by that?
No.
Cause she gonna bring me faith.
I mean,
You said fuck it, huh? I'm getting money.
Gotta figure out how to deal with that shit.
No offense, right? But
Hey, lay that pipe better.
make sure she ain't going nowhere.
Make sure you get, I mean, that might not keep her, but at least you'll hold on to some of your pride that way.
Hell yeah.
But you want to know what's crazy is, especially in this day and age, women, with women being more empowered, right? That's one thing. Not even just women. I know for sure myself. I want to make sure that there's equal rights for everybody. As long as you're equally qualified, then you should make sure that you make the same amount of money that the men make, right? So if we're fighting for those type of equalities, and then on the flip side, if your man isn't as qualified as you are in a particular field and you just happen to make more money than him, then it's like you shame the dude for not making more money than his wife because his wife more qualified. But you never shame the wife for not making as much money as the dude, if that makes any sense.
It do.
Right? But because it's like...
But that's what you expect a man to make more money than.
Right. The only reason why is because that's the traditional way. But in reality, all of this time, women have been as equal, if not more qualified in positions that men have been in. It just so happens the hierarchy of the way that things happen, that men are in that position. And I mean, if you think about it, things are kind of like slowly changing, right? To a point where it's not just necessarily all the time that white men are in power. Like now, black males are starting to become, or have a little bit more say so and have a little bit more power. Yeah. And if you go back 50 years ago, that wasn't even the case. It's just time.
Shit, if you go back 5 years ago.
5 years ago, right? You know what I'm saying? It's just that times are changing. Yeah. And so with that being said, it's not to say that even 100 years ago, whenever all of the white men were in power, that black people weren't equally qualified. It's just we weren't given that opportunity. And it's just now that women are now given the opportunity to showcase whatever it is, their potential, and they're qualified for that. And so, if your wife is a CEO of a position, for instance, Latasha or I think her name is Latasha Luckett or something like that, but she's the CEO on the banking aspect for Chase Bank. Her husband ain't making nowhere near the amount of money that she's making. It just means that she's just simply qualified. So, you know what I'm saying? So it doesn't take anything away from the dude. But I guess as a man, you have to check your ego
You have to.
And you just right.
And it really all depends on how that woman would treat you.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's everything.
Right.
That's everything.
Now if she begins like, okay, well, shit, I don't need you. I got the bread. If she's treating you less than a man, that's something different. But if the relationship is equal, I don't see no issue in it, man. And money ruins a lot of shit.
Facts.
Well, how many successful marriages or relationships we see that the woman make more money and the man make less?
I mean, it's probably more now. I mean, women make money easier than men do. You know what I mean? It's been like that for a long time. It's the main problem.
More recent.
More recent. The main issue with women it's been more difficult for them to get the title.
Exactly.
And easier for us to get the title.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
But when it comes to money, shit, at one point, I mean, even still now, a pretty face and a nice body is equivalent to a master's degree.
No.
Straight up.
Facts.
You know?
Social media has changed the entirety of the perception of women on really, to me, a lot, pretty much all aspects and all landscapes, right? From just, thinking that women ain't nothing. Now, a woman can load up a TikTok video and really put out what she's capable of, and then you understand, like, dang, like, she's more than qualified for this particular position. Like, why she ain't getting no shot at it?
Yeah.
But this dude is in position, and he's slacking. You know what I'm saying? So, social media really has changed the platform for women, and their voices are now starting to be heard on a completely different level, and everybody really has a platform. So the average Joe or the average Jane, the average Jane really can go out there. She can display whatever it is that she got to say and make sense out of it. And to a point where other women are now like, I done been through that too. Me too. Me too movement, right?
Yeah.
So social media has, I think, more than anything for anybody, one, women, two, black people. We've benefited the most kind of out of social media, because now you can't just sit idly by and say that I don't see it. Yeah. When you see an officer got somebody knee on their neck for almost 9 minutes and say that didn't happen, you can't now say, I don't know if that really happened. No, pull a footage up.
It's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Go to YouTube, and you'll be able to see it. But now, it's becoming a constant thing to a point where it's almost normalized.
It's almost normalized, and it's good things about it, and it's also a lot of bad, man. Because right now, if your ass say the wrong thing the wrong way, black people are canceling the fuck out of you.
Dead.
I promise. Every day I wake up, that's part of my prayer in the morning. Like, hey, be careful what you say, how you say it, when you say it, where you say it.
Man,
you know what I'm saying? You have to, man.
Shit depends on what kind of day they have. You can't speak to a motherfucker these days, and motherfucker going left.
No. In real life though. Real life.
I was at a store one day, and this little nice little female, and this guy said, "Hey, beautiful."
That was a problem, right?
Man, she mugged shit out his ass. So I'm like, what you want him to say? Hey, bitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Or
so
just say hey.
Like,
sometimes you can't even say that.
Right. No, facts. Because then they feel like that you're coming on to them like, dang,
that's it.
You can't even greet nobody anymore.
Can't even greet it.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, you look good. I do want to say hey to you, but it doesn't necessarily mean that I'm just trying to shoot at you.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just and this goes literally for me. Anybody that I come in contact with, normally, even if I don't know you, I'm gonna at least say hey, or at least if we're in passing, if it's me and you in the hallway, if I'm going one way and you coming the other way, I'm not the type of person to put my head down.
Right.
Like, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna make it a point to speak. It doesn't matter the sex that's coming on the opposite end.
Right.
That's just how I was brought up.
And that's one thing, man. Because I'm originally from the West Coast. I'm from Denver, Colorado.
Okay.
So that was one of the main things that about the South. Dallas, I moved here, but it's the South. It's everywhere. It was everywhere. But what you speaking of,
Yeah.
Southern hospitality.
Facts.
But that shit is gone now.
It's a real thing.
Yeah, but it's gone now.
It's gone. It's gone. And so what happened is nowadays, whenever you still show that Southern hospitality, people tend to take that the wrong way.
Right.
You know, and they can make up whatever narrative in their head that it is that they feel like why it is that you're speaking to them.
Yeah.
And you know that's the shame of it, because I was brought up like if you walk in somebody's house and you don't speak,
Oh yeah. And that's universal.
no, facts.
That's universal.
But
Yeah. I promise you.
on cue.
On cue. On cue.
Walk in the house, you gonna
That
turn on
was
speaker.
good.
Hey, boy, I promise you, I be
was
walking
good.
with my homies, man. Hey, I need to go to the house for a minute. Hey, I'm gonna come with you. All right. Man, you walk up the sidewalk right before you get to that porch. Say, homie,
Listen,
Right.
make sure you speak to my
hey,
mom.
you better get a
Make sure you speak to
rundown.
my grandma,
Facts.
everybody in the house. If
Facts.
you don't speak, bro, I don't know the next time I'm gonna see you.
No, facts, facts, and
Straight up.
they gonna let you have it. They gonna let you have it,
Right,
like
in front of
facts.
everybody,
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
yeah.
And
Oh, you can't speak?
Yeah.
Bro.
As soon as you walk in, boy, you gonna come to somebody's house and you can't speak? Get
but
your
what?
ass out.
But what's wrong with that though? Like what? Like there's nothing wrong with that.
At all.
It's just everybody's so damn emotional now, man. It's like,
Sensitive.
you know, either you're sad, mad, depressed, stressed. I mean, look at the youth. It's like it's cool to be depressed now.
Damn, like these motherfuckers, it's cool to wear jailhouse slippers.
Right. Like,
Right.
what the hell is
They
that?
glorify it, man.
Glorified.
And that's it's scary, man. Even with me, just kind of thinking about my boys, man.
Yeah.
In the society that we currently live in, I see it. I see it day in and day out, and I think that they don't necessarily understand why I'm as adamant and so on them as the way that I am. I'd much rather raise you than the streets or get pulled over by a law and let them have your way with it. That's fine. If I make it to a point where you're not gonna resent me, but if you have one of those childhoods to a point where you be like, damn, like my daddy was hard on me, but you're successful.
Mm-hmm.
You have everything that you need. You know how to act accordingly. You know how to act whenever you're out in public. Like those are things that a lot of youngins deal with today. Man, I was at a football game today. That was a 7-year-old told another player in front of his mama, "Shut your bitch ass up before I beat the brakes off of you." 7.
Yeah, that just like when I went back home, probably like last year, the kid went to the corner store. Kid had to be nothing but at least 7, 8 years old. He walking out of the store. All I hear is, "I'm tired of being a broke motherfucker."
See?
Like at 7 years old, you worried about money?
And that's what's being pressed on them.
Yeah.
Taught 'em.
I would say that. So
I mean, my son plays Roblox and all that stuff on his little
Right.
iPad. I mean, everything we talking about, it has that stuff in it.
Right.
mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, sometimes I get on him, "Oh, Dad, this right here, whatever he calls it, it's not shooting real bullets. And it's not killing anybody, but it sounds like AR-15s going off. You know what I mean? And I hate the fact that I let him play it. He's been playing it, so I don't take it from him. I just let him know what guns can really do.
Facts.
And then, like you said, man, I have 3 girls, 1 boy. And out of all my kids, I am the most terrified for my little boy, like for all the things you mentioned. And even today, like, how do I teach my son how to approach a girl if he likes a girl nowadays? You know what I'm saying? Like, that scares me just as much.
Bro, that's really a
like, and they got run background checking these.
You have to,
girls
man.
these days.
I mean,
Come
perfect
on, man.
example, man. Deshaun Watson.
Man, I can't go get him massage no more.
Can't go get him a massage. Well, you can't ask what happened. He didn't push you, but got you, bitch.
Please. Hey, you need to be running the board, man.
Oh man. Hey man, hey.
Man, but that situation just crazy.
Okay.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And it's not up to 24.
And you know what, man? I don't believe. Well, see, hold on, let me back up.
Listen,
Almost got me, bitch. Hold up.
Look, I was already reaching for your
Hey,
one before you reached for your.
I felt it like, hold up, stop.
We just talked about cancel culture.
We just talked about that. Now, I'm not going to say I don't believe it happened to the women. I don't want to say that because I know that type of stuff happens. Not sexual assault. I don't know if it's the claims of sexual assault, but it's harassment, whatever. It happens. But I just feel like this situation in particular with Deshaun Watson, that shit just reads setup to me, man.
It does.
You know what I'm saying?
Man, I was at the barbershop before. You know what? Chime in, cause you ain't really been saying nothing.
No, y'all good.
Go ahead.
Yeah, we
Well,
had
no,
that
yeah.
Mike.
Go ahead. Cause I want to know. I want to know what you think about it.
So, with the Deshaun Watson, like you said, it happens. So you can't say whether it happened or whether it not happened, where they lying and whatnot. But it do look like a setup. It's just the time frame of everything that's coming out. All of a sudden, he don't want to be in Houston. The lawyer is the owner's best friend.
Live right next door to each other.
And you got, every day it's a different woman. Now, I'm not going to say why they never set it up prior. Because, you never been in that situation.
Yeah, right, you never know.
Know what I'm saying? No. So, from looking outside in, you like, damn. So, you got 24 women saying the same thing. That's damn near like going back to the R. Kelly situation.
Yeah, but
That's totally different, though. He was pissing on bitches. I didn't mean to say bitch. I've been drinking. It kind of slipped out. He's been pushing the thing. I didn't mean to say that. So,
got him, bitch.
R. Kelly was pissing now. It's a different situation. But however, did y'all hear? Disregard that remark. Sorry.
Edit.
Yeah, but check it, man. One of the accusers. This is what got me.
Yep.
I heard it. One of the accusers actually said he ejaculated on my face and my body. Was she massaging on her knees?
Is that the one that say he forced her?
I don't know. That may be. But it's like.
And then she said her mama picked her up. Is that the same one?
That might be. I don't know. I'm just.
Y'all got a lot of details. This is the first time that I've heard of any of this.
Maybe we should be quiet.
Y'all got a lot of details that I don't know.
Never mind. Fuck it. I'm done.
No,
yeah, man.
I ain't never heard of that.
Everything just off ESPN.
Yeah.
I mean, they got sources and stuff like that. And like I said,
they just dropping stuff out there like quick. And
Facts.
what they're doing is exactly what their goal is what we're doing. We're talking about Deshaun Watson.
Talking about
And to me, I don't mind talking about it, but I refuse to dirty the man's name. And I think that's what the owner is trying to do.
That's exactly my argument when I was at the barbershop right before I came here. Cause it was an older gentleman that, because I asked him their perception on it. And he was like, "Oh, it's 20-something women he did." And I said, "What makes you think that he did it?" Now again, I'm still not. I don't got any of the details that y'all just came out with. Mm-hmm. So I just know that he's been accused of it, such and such women, and then I know that there is one woman that they know for a fact that tried to blackmail him before all of this even started.
Yeah, because they say one got text messages.
Yeah,
that, him apologizing about something, but shit.
Oh, okay.
No. It's not even that one. It's a lady that actually tried to. She basically told him, this is before lawyers and any civil suit, anything got involved. Mm-hmm. She basically was telling him, give me this amount of money, or I'm gonna expose you.
Money always involved.
Of course,
in every situation. It don't matter.
Which is the reason why a civil suit was filed before an actual criminal lawsuit. We still, as of today, what's today? Today is March the 27th. Yeah. As of today, Deshaun Watson still doesn't have a criminal lawsuit against him.
It's about money, man.
That's all it is. And
yeah,
besides the little statement he said on Twitter, should he be saying more? Or you think he just advised by his lawyers, stay quiet until then?
I think be quiet. Because, I mean, right now, if I was in that position, I know I'd be pissed off. Especially if it's not true.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to be furious and be ready to flash. And, this ain't the time to be emotional. Like, you got to fall back.
Yes.
Because he still has a business to run, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and this one brother on my Facebook page, he said it perfect, man. I didn't think about it till he said it. He was like, man, this situation is probably going to be Deshaun Watson was conduct detrimental to the team. Mm-hmm. They're able to get rid of him, get some of that money back.
I didn't even think about that,
and that's what I was the same.
I didn't even think about that.
I was like, that's set up. That makes perfect sense.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah. But because my thought process, or to answer your question,
that nigga asked a question.
Yeah, no, he his question was, do
I'm thinking, damn, I asked a question.
Yeah, I'm sitting up here long.
The question was, do we think that he should speak out or be quiet?
Okay, yeah, he did ask a question.
Let me put the drink down.
Yeah.
So to answer that question, I think it's best to be quiet. And along the same reasons that he just mentioned, but at the same time, once those allegations come out, that immediately separates the people in general. If people feel like that he did it, it ain't nothing that he's gonna say to be able to change their mind.
Right.
If people think that he didn't do it, it ain't nothing that he gonna be able to say to make them change. Like to me, I'm not saying that he did it, but in my mind, I'm like he's innocent until proven guilty.
Right.
But because the timeline of it, and even with taking the women at face value, right? He still has to be proven guilty in a court of law.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
And so until that happens, then I mean he's innocent.
Yeah,
he's innocent. It ain't like that. He came out and he said that he did it. Then that'll be something completely different. Yeah. The guy is saying, "I didn't do that,"
and that's the thing. Like man, that even his lawyer was like, there is no evidence that he's done anything, and you know the thing that sucks, it's like we don't know. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like we want Deshaun Watson,
right. Facts.
Definitely.
I'm not gonna lie.
So I feel sorry for him, and if it happened,
the victims.
I definitely feel sorry for the victims. I mean, I have daughters. If Deshaun Watson is a creep, he's a creep. And
it ain't no justifying it.
It ain't no justifying it. Either way it go, I feel sorry for both him and the victims, because it's, to me, not only is it about money, it's just the timing is just crazy.
It's
bad,
crazy.
Man.
It's crazy. You know, like, had this been even if it was 3, 4 or 5 months ago, that makes all of the difference.
Yeah.
That small margin of time frame makes all of the difference. But let me one up y'all. You want to know what's crazy? You want to know who was basically in his exact same position but ain't getting nearly as much play or talk as Deshaun Watson?
Big Ben.
I'm about to say
Nope.
Big Ben, the cat from Seattle that almost killed his girlfriend.
Oh,
That they not talking about.
of
Of
course not. Of course not.
Right.
But right around this, no, I'm not even sure if it was around this time last year.
And I'm listening to you, but let's say his name. What's that dude's name?
Oh yeah. Go ahead and pull it up. Robert Kraft though. Robert Kraft was if you think about it,
He was running a prostitute's ring.
it's the exact same thing. Massage parlors, massages,
Hey, how many?
and that disappeared.
How many keys of cocaine did he get caught with?
man.
And they swept that under. He's
Come
the
on.
owner of the Colts, right?
No, the Patriots.
Patriots. No, I'm talking about the owner of the Colts too.
Oh.
Well, they had all the-
Is it Ursay?
I think it is Ursay.
Ursay, he got caught on the side of the road with like $50,000, some pills and
Yeah, keys
Like
in the
no,
trunk.
bro.
Gotcha, bitch.
That's what they had. They pulled him over.
Hey, that drop gonna get me every time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Okay, we're talking about. Let me go back before we move
Facts.
on. The man that beat his girlfriend, Aaliyah Taylor,
From Seattle.
From Seattle,
Yes.
Seattle Seahawk.
Say his name.
Chad Wheeler.
Mm-hmm.
Chad.
Oh my God!
Crack ass.
Chad Wheeler.
No, man, but you wanna know
Like,
why?
he couldn't take that shit on no weights or no punching bag, no shit like that.
Took it out on this woman.
It was more deeper than what most people know.
And the crazy thing is, the guy actually apologized for it. So we know for a fact that it happened.
Mm-hmm.
We know for a fact that happened. ESPN ran that story like one day.
Yeah.
One.
And they didn't want to overshadow the Super Bowl. So they talked about it one day, and they went off, and of course, like white people do when they're white peopling, he's mentally disabled. He has a mental condition.
For every damn thing.
Everything.
Come on, fam.
Every time.
Recent massacre just happened.
Oh,
Yeah, in Boulder, Colorado.
you want to talk about it?
We are. I mean, what's there to talk about?
okay.
He
All
was
right.
off his. I guess he
I
didn't
know.
take his meds
No.
and decided to shoot up some shit. That's
simple.
Fam
I
said he
woke
had a
up.
bad day.
So you had a bad day. Take it one
the sergeant
down.
said he had a bad day. Sergeant said he had a bad day, man.
We've been having bad days since 1800.
Glad it wasn't a horrible day. Straight up, like this man killed people
Shit.
The guy said he
in a
had
parking lot. You can't even go to the grocery store, man.
You got that and the killing of the Asians in Atlanta
man.
and the Asian community. It's like
It's
what's
wild,
next?
man. It's wild. I mean, but like,
And they, my bad.
No,
I
go-
ain't
go-
gonna say
go
nope. Because I was getting ready to say something, but fuck it, I'm saying it. Y'all tripping off Deshaun Watson wanting a happy ending.
And motherfuckers.
This motherfucker in Atlanta didn't get one, and he decided to kill him. Like, damn, bro.
wait, hold on.
Only take many people
No,
think like that.
Like, come on, man. Was that the
we
case?
not-
I don't know.
I'm laughing at the statement, not necessarily
Right,
the
not the
situation.
Yeah, not laughing at the situation at all. Hey, trust me. Listen, man. I'm a humble person. I do not laugh
Facts.
at people passing
No,
away,
facts.
getting sexually assaulted. None of that. I'm just talking about the actual situation, man. Like just how crazy the two are, and they're damn near the same thing.
No, they are.
And they're not even really talking about that no more.
Of course not.
But Deshaun Watson is on the news
Every
every
day.
day, man, just because he asked to leave your organization. Now, J.J. Watt asked to leave, and he was gone the next damn day. And was on a new team.
Sorry, I lied to you, Martin. I just want to go to Arizona.
JJ already in Arizona talking about, yeah, got you, bitch.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
Man, I mean, it's America, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's America.
That's all it is.
Jamel Hill and I can't necessarily quote her verbatim, but to kind of sum up her tweet, there are 253 bills across 43 states right now to basically suppress is voter suppression.
Yeah.
Right? So, just in case y'all didn't know, Georgia recently just passed a bill to a point where they make it extremely hard to do mail-in ballots because, that's basically how Biden got into office because of all of the mail-in ballots that they had. They made it illegal to give food and water if you're standing in line to vote. Right? So she basically said across 43 states, there are 253 bills being put in for voter suppression, while at the same time, there are mass shootings going on. And the only thing that they got to say is sorry and condolences. So y'all are putting bills in place to suppress voting versus putting bills in place to save lives, because let's be realistic. Most of the people that are committing these mass murders, they're white. They're white.
Because black people, we ain't got time. We got enough problems.
They're white, and then the NRA controls a lot of the politics too.
Yeah,
Especially like red states like Texas and Georgia and Florida, like states like that. They have that. It's so much money that's put into there. It's like when people say politics, like it sounds very cliche, but it's such a real thing that it's scary, man.
It's in everything, man. Politics is in everything.
It's in everything.
Yeah, man. It just America, man. What's it? This world, really?
Yeah.
It everything just crazy around here. You can't go to the store. You can't go to the movies.
No fact.
Can't go to the grocery store.
Can't do
They
nothing.
talking about pandemic. Motherfuckers go buy tissue.
See?
Like, what the fuck tissue gonna do for you?
Man, like, damn.
And
we
the
gonna
vitamin out. Stop.
I guess we gonna be locked in the house. I'm gonna need to blow my nose and wipe my ass. Get all the tissue you can.
Hey,
Fuck the food. Let's get all the tissue.
But I think we was the only country that actually we went towards something that would necessarily help us to survive. I think Asia was rice. Africa, it was another type of food. Like every other continent basically went towards something that would actually help them sustain in their bodies some type of intake. We went to motherfucking tissue.
Just
I ain't gonna lie, when I was little, I did used to eat tissue.
This nigga's ill.
But I was like 3, so
Nah, I ain't no scared nigga.
okay.
You had sense. Man.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm sitting up here trying to put that together. Like, damn.
Tissue.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's different. But yeah, man, that just symbolizes just us not knowing what the hell was going on, what to do. You know, no one was expecting that, man. Like that shit you heard. You seen that shit in the movies, like the world being shut down. It felt like the end of the world.
It did, man.
You know what I'm saying? So you had a lot of people panicking, man. I maybe it was just a shortage of tissue. It was everywhere you went, but
because people started buying it.
People started buying it,
but that's the reason why it's so wild. It's like, why are people gravitating to tissue?
I'm sitting here trying to justify the shit. Like I have nothing, man. Yeah, I have nothing. I don't know why I'm trying to defend these motherfuckers. I don't know.
It didn't make any sense. Now, if it's some shit like with us, like if it's some noodles or some.
How you gonna say some racist shit like that?
At least
said,
at least it's something that makes sense, man. That you're able to consume, that you can live. You can live with, man. Come on,
shit, I got clothes. I can wipe
bro.
my ass.
You know what I'm saying? You can live without tissue. Like, why did we gravitate toward tissue? That was the mom thing. That it didn't make any sense, bro. We was out for like 2 weeks.
Yeah, straight up. That shit was crazy.
It was wild.
Yeah, it did. Tissue became an issue. Nigga was pissed off going to the store, man. I would call my wife. I was at the store like, hey, they got tissue in this mug. She's like, yeah, well, get one and then leave the store, go back and get one for my mom.
You got a game plan. You got a game plan for. You want to know what's crazy? Or at least in my neighborhood, we was out of tissue before we was out of fucking Lysol, bro.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
How wild is that? Yeah. The number one, or one of the number one things that can help prevent the spread of this fucking virus is still on the shelf, and we ain't got no tissue. Come on, make it make sense, man.
Get the tissue. COVID's gonna come out your ass. Get the tissue. We gotta get that tissue. Like, damn, that is crazy, man.
That shit ain't gonna. I don't know who started that bullshit.
I don't know.
Ain't gonna make no damn sense.
I don't know, but everybody followed. Whoever started it.
I guarantee is somebody that got stock in Charmin or one of those tissue companies. Hey, that's smart though.
Hey,
you can't tell me
I never even thought about that, man. I'm like, damn, what if I was invested in Charmin?
Exactly.
I think I would. Oh man, see,
bro,
that's probably the damn case, man.
I'm telling you.
What white man? What white man decided to start the damn tissue rush,
bro?
Man?
Tissue out of everything, bro.
Wow, I never thought of that.
Like no keyboards, no compute. Well, eventually computers and electronics and some of that shit went by the wayside. I mean, you know, shit. That went more high demand, but tissue literally was the first thing, bro.
Yeah, you're right.
It was tissue, and then it seemed like after tissue was meat and food and everything else and computers, because people started having to work from home. But I to this day I never understood why in the hell
tissue
it was tissue.
Yeah, man, that's something just crazy. But we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. And before we leave, Jay Clem, he gonna go ahead and spread some positivity to us, to the world. Go and let them know what's on your mind.
Yeah, man, just from everything we talked about this evening, it's just really about staying in your lane. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a tough world right now.
Facts.
All right. You got to be wise in your decisions. Never be ashamed to apologize to somebody. And the number one thing, especially us as black men, make sure you give people their flowers while they still here. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
Yeah, because people are dropping like flies. Even for our listeners out there, people that may be watching the podcast, if we offended y'all with anything we said, I know I'll speak for everybody when I say I apologize. Absolutely. Definitely. We just having fun here. For a black man dealing with the day-to-day struggles that we deal with every day, this podcast is for us to vent, man.
Oh, yeah.
And, and do it exactly what we were doing. We were laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This was our first show together. I love it. And
definitely looking forward to more.
Looking forward to more.
For sure. My damn cheeks hurt all the time.
Man. But yeah, stay in your lane, man. Keep loving on each other every day. Give people their flowers while they still here. That's what I'm gonna leave you with today.
Oh, yes, sir. Well, once again, this is the Opinionated Podcast, and if you ever want to reach out to us, hit us up on YouTube, hit us in the comments, send us an email, opinionated1@gmail.com, or just look at us on Facebook and Instagram. We look forward to hearing from anybody. You got anything to say to us, just let us know. Cause we damn sure gonna talk back to you.
Damn sure gonna talk back to you.
And it's just that simple. Once again, my name is Jeezy. Got the homie Jay Quan, and we got the big homie Marley. Hopefully he come back to the show once again.
Yeah, come on back, man.
I got to.
And
Hey,
hopefully he find out what the tissue issue is. Cause he was very adamant about that.
Oh, come on, think about it, fam.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm still on it.
for all the fellas that's like me, Deshaun Watson fucked it all up. I never had the chance to get a happy ending.
And we out.
And at the end of the day, that's all he gonna like.
Gotcha, bitch.
All right, once again, it's the Opinionated Podcast, and we out. That's it.